Guys, welcome back to another video. In today's trading video, I'll be showing you this strategy again on how to actually make this effective. On our last episode, I actually explained how to actually put all this indicator up, all right, all this indicator up on how to perfectly enter a trade for a scalping trading. All right, so for those of you who never really watched the video, make sure you watch the last video I made about this. But again, we're definitely going to talk about this strategy again and show you the best time to actually enter a trade for a scalping alone. I actually explained in details on the last video what the scalping mean. All right, so I usually telling you that scalping is all about you just wanted to go into the market, what's it called, enter a trade, make a quick money, and then you out of the market. That's all about scalping. Like, you just want to go there, check what's it called, if you say very good entry and enter the market, and when you see you're in a good profit, then you can as well close the trade. But that doesn't actually hold you not to use your stop loss and take profit. I actually mentioned everything like this on the last video, but on today's video I'll be explaining what's it called, I'll be explaining this strategy to you again. Of course, I'll be showing you another great way to actually spot a very good entry each time you're going in for a trade. All right, so over here we have two indicators. I actually explained this last time, but we'll be explaining it again. Over here we have two indicators. The first indicator we're using is moving average, which is this. All right, it's an EMA, and this is a setting. So that's the first indicator we are using. It is EMA, which is moving average, and this is the setting. Our length right here is 200, and while over on the source part we are using close. All right, and that's pretty much all you have to change. For the length, the down part length here is 5, don't forget that, and the method right here we're using is SMA. That's pretty much it. So that's the only thing you only needs to change on the moving average, right? That's the only thing you only needs to change on the moving average. The second indicator we're using is called STC, which is the short form of scalp trend circle. I actually told you how to actually get this. For you to actually put up the indicator, just come over here on the technical here, and you can actually put a moving average here for you to get the moving average, or the what's it called, the staff trend circle for you to get the indicator. Like I said, for you to put this up, or make sure you check our last video so that you know how to put this up properly. All right, so this is just the two indicators we're using, and the setting as well. So over here we are using the setting of what's it called, on the input part here, the MACD fast length here is 23, the MACD slow length here is 55, the circle length we're using here is 24, while the first D length here we're using it on 3, the second one is on 3 as well. The source should be closed just like the one we have on the MA, and of course the upper band here should be 75, while the lower band is 27. Like I said, this is only thing you need to change on the input part. Just leave the style and the visibility as the same. So as you're done, when you're done, you hit save. So that's pretty much all we are setting up with this indicator. So right now, before I actually show you a good position to enter a trade, let me explain real quick what you need to say before you enter a trade. I actually mentioned this on the last video. I actually explained this on the last video. On this particular video, I'll be explaining in detail so that you can probably, you can actually understand everything that you need to see before you enter a trade. The number one thing we are looking at each time we're going for a trend is based on the trend. So the number one thing is to make sure that you actually see that you're having a downtrend. For example, if you're going for a sell trade, make sure that you have your your candlestick must be on a downtrend. All right, it must be like coming on a downtrend. Not only that, you must have your candlestick below this moving average right here. As you can see, like this particular candlestick here, let me zoom this real quick. There's one I want to explain. Wait. Okay, this one, for example, as you can see, this particular candlestick here, you must have your candlestick below your moving average. This 200 EMA, you must have the candlestick below it. What's it called, your STC indicator too must actually indicate here. You must see a red dot indication, right? So this red dot must definitely appear, and you must see that your line on your your line, this STC line must be in an overbought position coming down in the trend. When that happens and you see that you have your your candlestick below the moving average, then it will be a great point for you to enter a trade. The same thing happens if you are going for a buy trade. The same thing happens if you are going for a buy trade, but this time around you need to do it at the above of the candlestick against our moving average. Let me get the moment real quick and show you guys Okay, this is a very perfect moment. So from here, as you can see, if we're going for a buy trade, the number one thing we need to make sure we actually identify before we decide to enter the trade is to make sure that we have our candlestick, what's it called, going on the uptrend, right? And it must be above, what's it called, let me actually delete this. So it must be above our moving average, our 200 moving average, all right? We must be having the trend above it. When that happens, make sure that you have what's it called, your STC line must be in an oversold position coming up on the trend, and you must see a signal here, a dot signal here. As you can see over here, when we are going for sell, the dot signal will be red and the color will be red. So when you are going for a buy, this dot signal will be what's it called, green. All right, it's just to indicate that okay, it's a time to go for a buy trade. So that's just the indication about, like I said, I'll be showing you a very perfect moment to actually enter a trade when you see this position in a moment. All right, so I just want to explain real quick to you. Like I said, guys, this strategy is purely a scalping strategy. It's not a strategy that you can go and what's it called, stay for a trade for a long time. That's the more reason why we are doing this on 30 minutes. Like I mentioned this on the last video too, that it's really works very well with 30 minutes trade candle time frame. So we are only doing this on 30 minutes. So when we see a great moment, we're going to enter a trade, and of course in a couple few minutes we can actually out of the trade when we are on a profit. All right, like I said, this is just a pure scalping strategy. So guys, right now I'll be showing you a very perfect moment to enter a trade and what you need to see before you go ahead and enter the trade. So right now I'll be analyzing the PS. So when I get a good moment, I'll come down and put up what's it called, a trade for you. Okay guys, so I find a very good moment. This is a very perfect moment. As you can see, what's it called, our indication is actually going up the trend in a very strong position. Our to say we have a dot of our indication that okay, this is absolutely a confirmation of an uptrend. And not only that, we have a very strong what's it called, bullish candle right here that actually generate another shorter one, which means that in a normal moment I'll be having a great time. So this is a very perfect trade. Another thing I would love to actually explain before I go ahead is that always make sure that the first candle that actually bridge what's it called, that actually bridge our moving average on the upper trend was very strong before we enter the trade, or it should be just the first candle right there when we are going to enter a trade. Not that our multiple candle has been up for a while before we enter a trade. Just make sure that it's just the first candle or the second candle on the trend that is above our moving average before we go a trade. So that will give us a higher chance of the market going up on the trend. So right now, like I said, always make sure that you actually put your stop loss on take profit, and for you to actually find your support right here. Let's actually say the last time we have a great support, I think this is it. All right, so the market actually come over here and go back. These are our last time. So the market actually come down here, but it bridges on this point, but over here too it actually went up and go back. So I'll be putting my what's it called, take profit right here on this position, and of course I'll go and check. I can actually put my stop loss here. So before then, let me grab my what's it called, my tool real quick. All right, so I'm going for a long what's it called, trade here. So let's put that right here. So I'm definitely going to put my take profit to this particular point here, right? Then let's actually see our stop loss should be around here. So I got one here. So guys, this is a very what's it called, a very like I said, this is actually a very scalping trade. It's a very quick trade that we need to enter and out of it in a couple of moments. So we don't really need to actually always make sure that your stop what's it called, your take profit is a very little bit close to the trade, because a very short period of time that I want to enter the trade. And not only that, you're never going to based on your take profit and stop loss alone. The reason why I actually put that is that if there will be any pull up unnecessary in the market, we can usually stop the trade. So guys, let's see how this particular trade is going to play out in the next few seconds. Okay guys, we have our take profit right here. As you can see over here, what's it called, the trade hit our take profit, and we are on a good money on that. As you can see, the market actually went up right here. If you can see, it actually went up right here. And if you see our moving average as well, our moving average actually is actually following the trend at the same time. So this is actually a very perfect trade if we actually enter the trade right here, and we're definitely going to end up in the money based on the setting of our take profit. All right, so that's just that. So guys, I'll be showing you a few more what's it called, example. Let me actually check another currency here on Forex. Of course, I'm going to show you another example in the next few seconds. Okay guys, so I find a very good moment on this Euro USD right here. As you can see, this is a very good downtrend and the indication of our what's it called, for our STC actually popped up. This is a very strong downtrend right here on our STC line. Of course, we have a signal dot indicate right there. So over here, this will be another great moment. Let's actually try this trade out. So for that, let's grab our tools real quick. This will go for short already because it's just a downtrend trade. Like I said, always make sure that you actually get your support and resistance, your what's it called, your take profit and your stop loss is very important and is as important as your entry. All right, so right here, this is the last time the market usually bounce back. All right, so we're gonna place our take profit right on this part here. Sorry guys, so we're gonna take our profit here on this part. So because it usually bounces back when it reaches this point. All right, as you can see, the same thing happened here. When you get hit, it bounce back. The same thing happened here. The same thing happened here. So this actually a very strong what's it called, support. So in our resistance part, I can actually put what's it called, the market above here real quick. Like I said, let's make sure that what's it called, your take profit is what's it called, the ratio is more than your stop loss. Should be like at least ×3 of your of your stop loss. All right, so let's place our, let's actually drag it a little bit up here. Let's place it on this position. So guys, this is another very great entry. So let's see how this trade is going to play out real quick in the next seconds. Okay, a good one there. Okay, a good one there. We actually hit here. This way our actually take profit hit here. So like I said, it's very important you always set your take profit and stop loss. As you can see over here, if we wouldn't have take our what's it called, take profit right here, the market could have reversed on this part. As you can see, when we get to this position, the market actually reverse and start going up again. So because we actually have set our take profit, we could have actually get out of the market from this position before the market reverse. This is actually a very pure scalping strategy. All right, so like I said, this strategy is only advisable for you to use it on scalping or trading. So it's not something that you can leave for a day trade or any kind of a long trade like that. So right now I'll be giving you another example. Let me actually do this on gold. All right, so I'll be doing this on gold pure. So let me actually analyze this on gold. So when I get that good moment, I'll come down and take a trade and I'll show you how what's it called, another great entry as well. All right, okay guys, we find another great moment for a downtrend on the gold part. As you can see, this is a very strong downtrend moment. I actually mentioned something earlier on. Like I said, always make sure that usually taking your trade on the first candle that is below the moving average if you are going for a sell trade, or the first candle that is above it if you are going for an up trade. All right, it's very important. And always make sure that you have your what's it called, your dot signal indicate. So that actually indicate that okay, this time around the market is really serious and it's actually going down. So when you see that this dot signal indicate, all right, this is a very strong signal because right here we just get our what's it called, a very good momentum with our STC is just coming down an overbought position, coming down. As you can see, it's just starting out on the overbought position. What I mean by that, this particular up level here is what we call overbought level, all right, on the indicator. So it's just coming down on the trend, very strong, and the dot actually indicate that okay, this is a confirmation that the market is actually coming down very strong in the downtrend. All right, this is a very great position. So right here I'm going to place my what's it called, I'm going to place my take profit and stop loss again. It's very important. All right, so this time around I think let me find a position whereby okay, I think let me put my take profit right here. All right, let's put our take profit right there, because this is a very good time when the market actually pull up. So I don't want to go more down because this was actually breach all the support level here, but this is the first time we get a very great support level. It has been happening right here. As you can see, when it comes down here it pull up, but this time around it actually break, but it pull up right here. So this is where I'm going to put my take profit real quick on. All right, let's take our take profit here, and our stop loss should be right above it. But like I said, always make sure that what's it called, your take profit ratio is more than, at least it's 3 times more than your your stop loss. Is very important. So let's actually place our stop loss right here. So guys, let's see how this trade is going to play out again. Okay, a good one there, guys. We actually hit our take profit. Let me zoom this real quick so that we can see. As you can see over here, we hit our take profit. Like I said earlier on, your take profit and stop loss is as important as your entering in the market. All right, always make sure that your take profit and your stop loss, it's directly set out even before you even thinking of going to the market. Make sure that, okay, this is where you want to put your take profit and this is where you're going to take your stop loss before you even enter a market, because it actually prevents your account at all. Should in case anything happen and they say a pullback here, or for example, okay, I actually enter my trade right in this position, right? So if anything happen and they say pullback, I will just lost out a little out of my investment. That doesn't actually mean that you lose. All right, in trading, you sometimes you lose, sometimes you gain. All right, if I actually lose here, I can actually analyze the market again and retake what's it called, and re-enter a trade again. All right, but if I never stop what's it called, put my take profit and stop loss, if there's a pull what's it called, maybe the market was very bad and there's an unnecessary pull up in the market, it can end up below your account, especially if you're trading with a very small amount of money. All right, so always make sure that your take profit and your stop loss is as very much important. All right, so guys, this is where I'm going to stop on this video. On our next video, I'll be showing you another great scalping strategy again with a different what's it called, very simple indicator that you can use to actually enter a very perfect trade each time you see a very great entry. And also on that the next trade as well, I would be showing you what's it called, explaining in a very full details how to actually set up your take profit and your stop loss on the chart, and how you can actually maintain your small account that you're using what's it called, that you're trading with. Is very important, guys. So guys, this is where I'm going to end the video. Like I said, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the next upload. And another thing is that if you haven't watched our previous video, make sure you actually go through the channel and watch our previous video. We actually have a very good video for you guys on the last video we uploaded, especially if you're a beginner trying to start out with Forex. So I love you guys, and I'll see you on another video.